This coverage of CES is brought to you by Toyota.
It's Darcy LaCouvee here with Android Authority, reporting live from CES 2014, and we are here with a very, very special and honored guest, a personal inspiration of ours, and mine specifically, Jon Rettinger of Techno Buffalo.
Dude, Darcy, thank you for having me, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's really great to be here. You know, we're really part of a really select, lucky group of people.
I think the most fortunate to get to do what we love for a career, and it puts food on it, is like mind blow.
I mean, I'm only eating rice and beans right now, but I don't know what you call food.
Listen, as long as it keeps you going,
Yep.
and the fact that we get to talk about technology and there are shows like this that exist, and
That's right.
an audience like yours that watch us is incredible.
So how many CESs have you been to in your life?
This is my fifth CES.
Wow, okay.
It's been a lot of
been a lot.
a lot of CESs,
Yeah.
if you will. What number is this for you?
This would be my third one, yeah.
So you've been here enough to see it, like the show totally
Oh, yeah.
totally changed
Oh, it radically changed.
from
you
like
know?
giant announcements
Yeah.
to like we are.
Kind of micro stuff.
Yeah, it's been really strange to see companies not do big product announcements, or they want their own stage instead of being upstaged like 10 minutes later by something
We
else.
were just talking about the elephant in the room, the fact that Apple doesn't have a presence at any of these events. A lot of people like Samsung, companies, they board that model and they want to take it in-house. They want to control the environment.
Yeah, no, I think Apple inadvertently or advertently killed
Yeah.
CES. I mean, otherwise there'd be huge announcements, millions of dollars spent,
Yeah.
and then 20 minutes later there's another huge announcement. Everybody forgets about what was just announced.
Exactly, and you know, they're always doing like Samsung. They always hold their event before Mobile World Congress Day.
Always.
And you know, they like to catch the attention at the beginning of the wave, and they're always talked about during the event. It's really smart, actually. if you
No,
think about it.
I agree. Unfortunately, for a company like Samsung, they just release like 90 products at once. They're always a new announcement coming out.
Galaxy Fan, Galaxy Gear, Galaxy
Yeah.
Cord.
Like, have you seen our Galaxy Pro, Galaxy Note Pro, Galaxy?
Oh, the new branding, on this is a little confusing, don't you think?
Dude, it's so confusing. I couldn't keep track beforehand.
Yeah.
You got like, there's so many Samsung products. I think their model, if there's a rumor about Apple making our product,
Yeah.
like an iPad Pro, they're like, we need that. But it's worked for them. They've been very successful, and they certainly,
successful.
you know, they make good products. So it's,
Yeah, they really do.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And they also make almost virtually every single component that goes into their mobile technology. I mean, they have like the largest heavy-duty construction industry business in the world.
Yeah.
And on, right?
They do a lot behind the
Yeah.
scenes. And I think with the whole Apple lawsuit, even though they technically lost, they
Yeah.
came out so far ahead and
Yeah.
put them, positioned them for market dominance.
Yeah, I agree.
They essentially got to take Apple's R&D and only paid $1 billion for it.
It's cheap.
It's a
But you know, something just really nerdy and something I've talked to a lot of engineers in Taiwan and other places about is that Apple still possesses the most advanced tool and dialing process in the world. They invest billions of dollars in Foxconn and their ODM
Sure.
partners in China so that they always have the most advanced fabrication and feel. And you know, it's unmistakable. You pick up an iPhone 5, 5S, it has the best build quality of any phone out there.
I think that was true except for the HTC One,
Ooh, true.
which
Good point,
I
good point.
love the HTC One.
Yeah.
And you can look at iOS and say maybe a little bit stale, and you look at KitKat for Android and you're like, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Like, do I care about the build quality or have a more open OS that I can do anything I want with? And now it looks really nice.
You know, we have something in common. We love technology, obviously,
Love
and
it.
we're really passionate about what we do. But we followed in your footsteps, and we actually gave the the Zen phone, an award from Android Authority
Nice.
for the best Android phone. Simply because the build quality of it was fantastic, and it's cheap.
And that's nice. It's
Yeah.
really, I think you have to look harder now
Yeah.
to find a bad phone
Yeah.
than you do to really find just a good phone.
Everything's good.
Everything's good now. I mean, it's gotten to the point where Android especially,
Yeah.
everything pretty much has a dual core and a
Yeah.
gig of RAM.
Or more.
And Android will run great on dual core and a gig of RAM.
Yeah.
So
Especially
that's
what they did with Android 4.4 KitKat. It's cleaned it up beautifully.
It's incredible. And with off-contract phones like the
I
Moto X
know.
and the Moto G,
It's amazing.
it's like, why sign a contract anymore?
Well, I think a lot of people see the glitz and the glamour of a new device. It's heavily marketed. They see $99.
Yeah.
They just want to continue with Verizon. It's all my family,
But that's
just
the
continue on.
mentality. You're like, want, and I guess ironically we're promoting that whole
We kinda
want
do.
mentality.
Buy new phones.
So I guess we're contributing to the contradiction.
Yes.
Of it
Let's
all.
not get too philosophical, though. We know we love technology.
It's the last day of the show. I'm gonna wax poetic.
Not
here.
yet. So what did you love? What was your favorite thing here at CES, John?
So there are a couple things that I really loved, and they're not overly traditional,
Yeah.
I guess. First, they were both in LG.
Okay.
Actually, LG and Nikon. LG
Yeah.
had a 34-inch widescreen
Yeah.
Thunderbolt monitor, which looked ridiculously
Amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
And they also had a mirror and a clear display.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see those?
I didn't see that, but I did see the display for that.
Yeah, really. It looks like a window, but it's a 10-point multi-touch touchscreen, which is awesome.
Wow.
And then we had a chance to go to Nikon, and they've got like a 68 camera setup where they take a full 3D image of you.
I saw that.
It was awesome, and they
Yeah.
put you inside of the game. I've always wanted to crush Goombas, and now I can actually get a chance to do that.
And so coming up, we have a lot of really big paradigm shifting stuff coming up.
Huge.
Oculus Rift. I mean, everything's just getting faster and better. Like, what do you see as being the next big thing?
Yeah, Oculus is really at the heart of that.
Oh.
I mean, it's sort of a countdown
It
to...
looks kind of weird, though.
Yeah, it's a countdown to when they get bought
Yeah.
and becomes more mainstream, but they're committed to bringing the V1 out to market on themselves. So I do think something like that is really going to change things. Certainly 4K
Yeah.
is, whether we want it or not, getting just like jammed down our throats.
4K on a phone? Overkill?
Oh, it's so over. I thought 1080p phones look
What about
great.
the 2560 by 1600 displays that are coming out? LG and Sharp are making
Yeah,
them.
for mobile, tell me how long the battery's going to last. The
Yeah,
screens
I
are
can't tell you that.
screens are advancing so far,
Yeah.
advanced battery technology. I'd much rather have 1080p in a phone that's going to last me.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand the appeal behind something that looks like you're looking at a mirror. It's going to get to the point where you're watching a show in like 4K on your phone. It's going to look like you're just acting it. Like you want David Caruso to actually act out CSI Miami in your house to get better resolution, you know, than what you're getting on your tablet or phone.
In terms of wearable technology, are you a proponent of Google Glass and other augmented type realities? Do you think they're good for life, good for people?
I'm split on Google Glass in all honesty. I see the appeal and I see the potential for it,
Yeah,
but right now it's more of a toy.
Yeah.
I think wearables I like. I think Qualcomm's Talk is awesome. I think the new Pebble Steel is I'm rocking a Pebble.
That's a beautiful thing. Did you check out the Pebble Steel?
Yeah, the Pebble Steel is great. Actually won one of our CES awards.
Nice.
You know, there are a ton of wearable. I got a fuel band on under my broadcast.
It's slowly creeping into your life.
I'm laden with
Do you have the biometric
tech.
sensors so that your wife and baby can know how your heart's doing?
I like it. I like you have the biometric sensors. I do not yet have the biometric nipples, but perhaps
Sorry,
someday.
I guess that was kind of...
Someday I may. No, I not any of that quite yet. But I do have a drop cam up, so I can watch the little guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy to say watch him sleep.
And you might not know, but a big congratulations to
Thank
Jon. He
you.
just gave birth. His wife just gave birth, I should say.
I've lost the baby weight. I've slimmed down. Yeah, I
You
got
really have.
I got like a 3.5-month-old, and it's been awesome to look at him and be like, you're a person. Like you actually exist.
Yeah.
Where like there was no person and now there's a person. It's been really kind of cool.
Well, that's what it's all about. I think what we often tend to forget is that technology is just designed to augment our lives, to enhance them, to make them better, you know, to increase communication with our loved ones and form more meaningful relationships.
I agree.
And we get lost in all the glitz and the glamour of all these brands and all the breakneck pace of which things change, you know? But
No, I couldn't agree more. And every time I like to look at my phone and look up during conversation, it hurts a little bit to have to do that. It's actually why I think something, and I never saw the use of a smartwatch really until I can be like less, it's still rude, but less rude. I'm like, to reply to that? Nope, I don't have to reply.
It's a lot less invasive. Like if
Yeah.
you're with people, then whipping out your phone. Galaxy Note 3.
And being like, especially Galaxy Note 3,
Oh
and you're
my
like,
God. But what a phone, eh?
no, I actually
You
love
love it. I know
I
you
do,
love
I
it.
do, I
You
love,
love the
I
Note.
love,
Yeah.
I love phablets. I'm not gonna, I
Me
can't,
too.
I can't hide it.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, you know, it's just such an honor for us, you know, to be able to
Thank
talk
you.
to
I'm honored.
directly.
I'm honored to be on your airways, man. Thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of what you guys do. I think you're one of the really pioneering of a younger generation of YouTubers, and I think you guys are doing a really killer job. And
Jeez.
it's an honor to see and to watch.
I am kind of speechless, so we're probably going to have to cut the video a little short, guys. Jon Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. We're reporting live from CES 2014. Thank you so much
Darcy,
for your time,
it was
Jon.
my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, man.
And once again, thank you to Toyota for sponsoring our CES coverage.